One of the great privileges of working at MTD CNC is visiting companies like this that have invested not only in a new facility but ongoing technology as well, from Matsuura. Neil, brilliant new facility. When did you move in here?
So we took the keys in October 2019. We spent probably 7 months renovating, and then the pandemic hit. We started the ventilator challenge at that point, and so it was all guns and trying to get everything in here as quick as possible to start making parts of the ventilator challenge.
Compared to your last place, so how many times bigger is this unit?
600% bigger.
Really?
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
so
we're only in half of it at the moment. The other half is rented, but the whole site is about 600% bigger than the last one.
So fair to say business has been good and is good at the moment?
Yeah, it's okay, it's not too bad. It has its challenges. COVID's brought its new set of challenges which are new to all of us, but it's no different to what anyone else is suffering with at the moment. So.
And how have you managed your company through this last year or so, not just with the move, but coping with, you know, changes in work demands, changes in industries, personnel, all of those factors? Has it been difficult?
Because we're a small company, you know, fairly small, I mean, we're getting bigger, but we can still react very quickly to everything. We haven't got layers of management to go through and get things signed off. So we can react fairly quickly to changing marketplaces. And this year we've seen a massive shift in marketplaces. You know, the aerospace sector has suffered the worst, I'd imagine, in our game anyway.
Well, when I last saw you, you were heavily involved in the aerospace sector. I remember looking at some, you know, fantastically machined components for that area. So what have you done? Because that would have obviously taken a real downturn. Have you moved industries, or have you gone out for new work? Or?
Because we've never been industry specific, we've been lucky enough to be able to get work from other industries that are still fairly buoyant at the moment. Automotive has still been quite good for us, and some of the Formula One stuff too. But the aerospace side has hurt us a little bit, because the guys that are sort of tier 1, tier 2 that haven't got the work at the moment, they're coming into our other sectors trying to get work to keep them going until aerospace picks back up again. But I'm confident that aerospace will pick up again fairly quickly once people start flying again, but we all know what it's been like recently.
Yeah, and the investment in your units isn't just the only investment. I mean, you've invested, of course, in technology as well. How important is that in the mix, in being able to be flexible and diversify like you're talking about?
I think everybody in this game knows how difficult skills are to come by in this game now. You either bring apprentices in and train them yourself, or you fight for the good people that are out there still. We've gone down the road of automation because it helps us to get more throughput through the factory, and just relying heavily on skills of one man, one machine. So we can have one man, 4 machines, for example, sometimes, but it largely depends on the kind of work you've got coming through the workshop at the time.
So you did buy new kit last year as well, though, didn't you? What was that? So
we bought another MAM 7235V, another 32 pallet 5 axis from Matsuura. We bought another Matsuura MX330, which is a 10 pallet offering.
Right, okay, now on the Matsuura side, the selection of those, the 2 machines that you mentioned, they're quite different, aren't they? Maybe talk us through where each one of those fits.
So the MAM for us has always been the workhorse in our factory. We've always managed to fill it with work. It's a reliable machine, it's very accurate, hardly any downtime on it. Spindle up time is great.
The MAM is a multi-pallet solution, isn't it?
It's a 32 pallet, full simultaneous 5 axis machining centre. It's certainly changed our fortunes around. We bought the MAM, and work came in quite quickly, and from then on we've pushed further and further into 5 axis machining all the time. So we've got a lot of 5 axis capacity here now.
And the MX330 then, this is a machine that I'm continually getting requests from companies around the UK to say, can you come and showcase my new MX330? Having known that machine for quite some time, it's not surprising, is it, how popular it's been?
Oh, it's a great machine. I mean, it's the gap between the MX520 single table, and if you don't want to jump all the way to a 32 pallet MAM straight away, then the MX330 is perfectly fitted for you. And you know, it's compact. The floor space is good. I think most people, though we're lucky now, we've got a bit of room, but most people are more concerned about floor space with their machine now. They look at it more, not just cost, it's about how much room is it going to take, because room is money, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I mean, the efficiency of the machines that you've got, is there any way that you compute that in your own mind as to how often how continual that spindle's running, and where does that fit in the equation to your success?
We try to run spindles as much out of hours as we possibly can. So if the spindle's not running at night or weekends, we want to know why. You know, as long as the work's there for us to put on those machines, they will be running weekends and all night as well. And obviously that cost benefit gets passed down to our customers.
And when you look at machinery though, do you ever consider alternatives, or do you kind of go to Matsuura and say, what have you got that will fit my needs now? Or do you broaden your vision and look across the whole industry, but you just always come back to Matsuura?
So I look at everything in the marketplace, obviously, but the old thing is, why fix it if it's not broken? You know, we don't have any issues with Matsuura. The service is good, the machines are very, very well built, and the accuracy is fantastic. So yes, I've looked at other things. As you know, we've had other machines in this place before as well, but the accuracy and the uptime we need has been given to us by Matsuura.